Today we are going to be unboxing the NutriMill Classic Grain Mill. We are first going to open up these 4 flaps on the shipping box, and then what I do is I actually flip the machine upside down and let gravity take care of the rest. Going to set our side right side up. You are going to notice a tab right here. We're going to pull that tab out and then lift this top flap up. You are now going to notice that inside of your NutriMill Classic box, you're going to have a brown packet. This is going to be your user guide and warranty. It will also contain an extra filter. Next, we are going to take our Classic and lift it out of the box. You can do that by grabbing the plastic bag and lifting that up, or you can also just reach down with your hands and pick it up from the base. Today I'm going to be lifting it up by the bag. Next, we are going to be taking the NutriMill Classic out of the bag. You'll notice that your NutriMill Classic has a lid and a canister. At this time, we're going to pull the canister out. You'll notice that the canister is also wrapped in a nice plastic bag to protect from fingerprints and scratching. We are going to take our canister out of the bag. Please be aware that inside of your canister is an extension ring for your top hopper piece. We're going to take our canister like this, twist it, and lift up. This is what the extension ring for the hopper will look like. You attach the extension ring to your hopper by locating the 3 tabs and aligning them with the corresponding slots in the top of the mill. You'll then line them up and press down. When you hear that click, your extension ring should be secured to your hopper. We are now going to take our canister, place the lid back on, and twist it until these 2 tabs are secured. We are then going to take our canister and place it back in the bottom of our NutriMill Classic, pressing the canister in until you hear a click. You'll notice as well, the base of the Classic, you'll see 2 lines, a yes and a no. Please ensure that your canister is pressed in and the yes line is visible. Here are the key parts of your NutriMill Classic mill. You're first going to have your lid. Next, we're going to talk about our canister. You'll notice on the canister that you're going to have a canister lid right here. We're going to twist that and lift off. On your canister lid, you're going to have a filter and you're going to have this rubber gasket. Underneath it, you are going to have a cyclo cup, which is removable. You're going to have 2 knobs on your NutriMill Classic. You are going to have your motor speed knob and your texture control knob. This motor speed knob is going to control the speed of your motor. Texture control knob is going to control turning on and off your NutriMill Classic and decide whether or not you want a fine or a coarse flour. Please note that the coarsest flour you're going to get from your NutriMill Classic is going to be the texture of a fine salt. This machine is meant to produce a fine flour in large amounts. Your cyclo or separator cup is very important for the function of your NutriMill Classic. This is what's going to help the airflow rotate around into the canister, allowing the machine to push flour into it fast without jamming your motor. This canister is going to get full of very fine particles of flour. Please make sure that you empty out this cup after every use of your NutriMill Classic. When putting your canister back into your NutriMill Classic, please make sure that it is pushed all the way in. You'll notice on the base of your NutriMill Classic 2 distinct lines, one that says no and one that says yes. As you can see, as I put my canister in, there's going to be slight pressure. You may think that that is in, but if you look closely, you will see the no line. Please press your canister in until you hear a click. Now your canister is secured in a line. This is going to ensure that no flour gets spewed across your countertop. Please make sure that the yes line is visible when your canister is pressed into your NutriMill Classic. We are now going to begin the first time use of our NutriMill Classic Grain Mill. Please remove the lid from the top of your NutriMill Classic. We are then going to take out our canister and locate the hopper extension ring. To do that, we are going to twist the lid, take it off, and pull the extension ring out of the canister. We are then going to locate our 3 tabs and align them with the corresponding holes at the top of our NutriMill Classic. Once those holes are aligned, we are going to give it a good press until you hear a click. Your hopper extension ring is now secured to your NutriMill Classic. Next, we are going to ensure that our filter is secure and clean, and that our cyclo cup or our separator cup is also firmly attached. These 2 things are going to prevent any excess flour from spewing out of your machine and onto your counter. Please note that after milling, you want to make sure that this filter is cleaned properly so that airflow is not impeded. Also note that after every use, your separator cup is emptied out. This is going to make sure that your motor doesn't back up or spew flour everywhere. The cycle cup can be removed by holding on to the canister lid and pulling. To attach the cycle cup, please make sure that this triangle section is aligned with the corresponding triangle section on the canister lid. We are going to press it and press it down until you hear a click. Your cycle cup is now secured. We are now going to reattach our canister lid to our canister and twisting so that the lid is secured on properly. You'll notice that there is 2 fins on each side. Please make sure that those fins are underneath the 2 handle sections. We are now going to place our canister back underneath our classic grain mill. Please press that canister in until the line that says yes is visible. Your canister is now secured. If your canister is not pressed in all the way, flour will escape from the milling chamber and spew all over your countertop. So please make sure that your canister is secured properly. Next, please make sure that your NutriMill Classic is placed on a hard, flat surface. We are then going to plug our machine in. Before we plug our machine in, please make sure that your feed rate knob is turned all the way to the right in the off position. We are now going to plug in our NutriMill Classic. Please locate the 2 knobs on the front of your classic grain mill. The bottom knob is going to control your feed rate. This knob controls how quickly or slowly grains feed into the milling heads by adjusting the size of the opening. Slower feed rates often yield finer flour, while faster feed rates yield coarser textures. The size of the grain or legume will also affect the feed rate. Next, your top knob, the motor speed. This knob adjusts the speed of the milling heads. Higher the speed, the finer the flour. For a coarse flour, set to a low motor speed and a high feed rate. For a finer flour, set to a fast motor speed and a slow feed rate. Before you mill anything in your classic grain mill, please mill a hard grain. An example of this is white rice. We are going to turn our grain mill on to the highest setting to allow the rice to run through our grinding chamber and clean out any contamination that may be left over from the assembly process. Please do not turn the classic grain mill off during a milling process. Please make sure that your milling is complete before the machine is turned off. We are now going to dispose of our white rice flour. We're going to grab our canister like this and place our palm on the machine and give it a pull. We are then going to turn our lid counterclockwise and lift up. Your flour will be in here. Your hopper area will hold 12 cups of grain, and that will allow this canister to hold 20 cups of flour. If you need any more help, please reach out to our customer service agents. They are more than happy to help you with your NutriMill Classic. Now I'm going to show you how to take apart the motor section of your NutriMill Classic from the base of the NutriMill Classic. It's a very simple process. You're first going to locate your spring-locked screw. We are going to press it in and turn until it releases. This is what it will look like. Next, we are going to take the base section and grab right here a hold of this and underneath where your texture control knob is and lift up. You have now separated your motor section from the base section of your NutriMill Classic. This is only usually done for deep cleaning, if you need to send in your motor for warranty or replacement, and or if you're planning to mill your flour into a larger canister. You are going to find your circuit reset button on the NutriMill Classic underneath the motor section. It will be located right here. If you aren't planning on removing the top and still want to reset your motor, it is still accessible if the canister is taken out. To reassemble your NutriMill Classic, since it's been taken apart, you're going to align this top, this empty hole, with the corresponding right here. Once it is set down and you can tell it's in place, we are going to take our spring lock knob, press it in and turn. We will then take our canister and press it in until we hear the click. Your NutriMill Classic has now been assembled again. If you need any more help, please reach out to our customer service agents. They are more than happy to help you with your NutriMill Classic.